What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to be doing a review of a fish measuring board that I picked up from a company out in Texas. It's what I believe to be the best fish measuring board on the market. You do pay a little bit of a premium for it, however I think this thing's going to last me for a long time, and so I just wanted to share the pros and cons with it with you guys. That way if you're on the market or need something to measure your fish with, you might be able to consider checking them out, and maybe this is the fish measuring board for you. If you're new to this channel, not only do I do fishing videos, but I also do a lot of reviews for the gear that I've picked up along the way. I'm the type of person that I like to spend my money wisely when it comes to purchasing things, and so I like to do reviews to help you guys out so you can make informed decisions while you are purchasing gear for fishing. That way you can get the best bang for your buck and get the things that are going to actually last a long time. So if that's something that's interesting to you, consider subscribing, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so this is the Check-It Stick, and it is made by a company in Texas called TJ Industries. I'll leave a link to them in the description below, that way you guys can check them out. I am by no means affiliated with them in any way. I purchased this thing with my hard-earned money. I'm going to give you the reasons why I ended up purchasing this fish measuring board as opposed to any of the other ones that are out there. First thing is the durability aspect of it. It is made of anodized aluminum, 1/8 inch thick, and if you feel this thing, it is built to last. I actually was talking with the lady on the phone whenever I was purchasing it, and she was telling me that she's just now getting calls from captains who ordered the Check-It Stick 10 years ago, and just now the numbers are fading. So if I can get 10 years out of this thing, then it will be money well worth spent. The second thing is that it is 44 inches long. I was looking originally at a 36 inch by 6 inch Check-It Stick. However, when I called her, she said that they had a 44 inch version available that was produced for a kayak tournament that they were having. And you know, I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, well, I gotta go big or go home. So I went ahead and purchased the 44 inches as opposed to 36 inches. Now, the minimum length on the Check-It Stick that I purchased is 8 inches, but all of the fishing that I'm doing and all of the fish that I'm actually keeping are well over 8 inches long. So I don't think that's going to be a problem at all as far as not having enough of a ruler to be able to measure a fish. The second thing in regards to length is it does have 1/8 inch increments on the actual measuring stick, so you can get really precise measurements whenever you are measuring your fish. That is beneficial for tournament fishing and also just for tracking personal bests. I think that's pretty cool in regards to being able to track precisely the length of your fish. A lot of the other measuring boards and measuring sticks that I've seen might only be, you know, in inch increments or half-inch increments. So the fact that they brought it down to 1/8 inch, I think, is a pretty cool feature of the Check-It Stick. Lastly, it does have a trough, so I think that's pretty good when it comes to being able to make sure that your fish is actually in the measuring board and not able to flop off. I've had multiple times where I went to go measure a fish, let's say on the side of the boat on a flat surface. They get a little bit of burst of energy, they see that their freedom is right next to them, and they flop, and well, the fish is gone. So I think having a trough will just be a little bit more of a security for when we're actually measuring the fish, and I think that is a pretty good idea. Now, as far as, you know, I don't necessarily think they're cons, just because I love this thing 100%, like, but I could see where this might not fit for everyone, and you know, me just being unbiased and wanting to review and give you guys all the details, I want to make sure that you know my thoughts on what might not make the Check-It Stick fit for your personal needs. One is it isn't foldable, it doesn't retract at all, so whichever length you get, you are going to have a piece of metal that long in your boat, in your kayak, potentially in your backpack. So You know, as you can see, this thing being 44 inches long, like it is a long piece of metal. Not only that, because it is aluminum, it is a little heavy. So, you know, if you have a long piece of metal and it's heavy, and you know, you have it in a backpack or on a kayak or anything really, if weight is a concern, you might want to get something made out of plastic just for that fact. That being said, and even though it is super durable aluminum, I don't really think it's too heavy to where I notice it. You know, I'm the type of person that I like really durable things, and a lot of times I judge how durable something is by the weight of it and by the feel of it, and this thing is solid. So those are really the only two cons that I could find. Another cool thing, you know, I forgot to mention that if you order directly from TJ Industries as opposed to Amazon, they actually send you this thing called the Perfect Pincher. Whenever people are measuring fish, they do pinch the tail so they can get as much length out of it as possible, and that's actually part of the regulation, is you are allowed to pinch the tail to get length out of a fish. So I imagine it has something to do with that, but I haven't really tried it yet. I don't know necessarily how it works. So it does have a redfish tail on it, so I'm sure it is geared towards tournament fishing, redfish specifically. So whenever I get out on the water and able to use it, I'll let you guys know how it works. Because they gave me two, maybe I'll do a giveaway. So that's really about it, guys. Highly recommend this thing. Check it, Stik. Check them out. If you're in the market for a fish measuring board, I really feel like this is the best one out there. It's gonna last a long time. The measuring is very precise, and it's made in the USA. So those are the things that I was looking for as far as a fish measuring board goes. Yeah, it is a little bit more expensive than some of the stuff you're gonna find on Amazon. However, I like to pay for things that I know are gonna last. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions in regards to the Check It Stik or anything else, or if you'd like me to review anything in particular in the future, drop those comments down below and I'll be sure to answer them to you. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.